When the heat feels sticky and you're sweaty, tired, and a little wired at night, don't try to fix it by chugging water. The useful move is smaller, steadier sips after sweating. I'll give you one quick self-check. Why it matters. And the safety line. Start with the pattern you can actually see. In this traditional summer wellness view, sticky heat often shows up as a heavy, sleepy body, lower appetite, an oily face or breakouts, and stool that feels sticky. If the same week also brings irritability or poor sleep, that is your cue to make the day gentler, not more aggressive. The takeaway is simple. This is not a moment for punishment workouts, huge cold drinks, or forcing yourself through the hottest part of the afternoon. It is a moment to lower the strain, keep food lighter, and plan movement when the air is easier to handle. Here is the one-layer mechanism behind the small sip rule. During major heat, the source describes the climate as hot and damp. Add exercise, and sweating can increase, so fluid loss speeds up. Your job is not to flood the system. It is to replace what was lost in a calmer rhythm. Traditionally, water is not seen as useful just because it enters the mouth. It still has to be handled by the body before it can support the limbs and daily function. That is why the practical advice points toward timely, repeated small amounts after sweating, rather than one large catch-up drink. The mistake follows naturally. People feel overheated, so they go extreme and icy drink, a lot of it, all at once. The source warns against two parts of that pattern. First, overdoing cold drinks and raw cold foods may make the stomach feel worse in this traditional framework, especially when appetite is already low. Second, more water is not automatically better. The text specifically says excessive drinking can also cause discomfort and even water intoxication. So, the correction is not drink as much as possible. It is match the heat with a cooler schedule, lighter meals, and a steadier drinking pace. Put it into a day you can actually live with. Move your exercise to the cooler edges of the day, morning or evening, and keep it low intensity. A walk, tai chi, or swimming are the examples given. If you sweat, drink soon after. But use the small sip approach with electrolyte water instead of one big bottle at once. Keep meals light and balanced when appetite is off. The source points to simple summer foods and cautions against overdoing cold drinks. And if the heat makes you foggy, a short midday rest is reasonable to keep the nap within half an hour. The whole system is not about doing more. It is about removing the extra heat load from the day. One boundary: if you live with high blood pressure, coronary heart disease, or other cardiovascular concerns, exercise safety and suitability matter even more. Keep the small sip rule, choose cooler hours, and avoid turning summer self-care into a heat challenge. Sticky summer calls for steady, not extreme.